Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Rising Minds. The topic for today is dinosaurs. Number 10. The Apatosaurus's tail could break the sound barrier. Do you know what was the Apatosaurus? Actually, they don't call it as the Apatosaurus. They call it as the Brontosaurus. And they both are same because they just have two names. And an awesome fact about it is that it has a tail which could break the sound barrier. Awesome, right? The sound barrier is the most loudest thing, and it can still break the most loud. And number 9. The Ankylosaurus's club tail could break a T-Rex's ankles. Do you know why we call it as a club tail? Because an Ankylosaurus's tail has three kind of circles emerged together, and it is so powerful that it could break a T-Rex's ankles. What a powerful thing to do a T-Rex. Now, number 8. The T-Rex of the South was a cannibal. Do you know what is a cannibal? The cannibal is a type of species which eats another species in a specific place. Like that, the T-Rex of the South was same. The T-Rex of the South ate other T-Rexes. Awesome, right? And number 7. The Triceratops was a herbivore you didn't want to mess with. Do you know why we call it didn't want to mess with? Because the Triceratops looks very familiar to the African elephant. And now is the next question. The craziest one. How big was big? Anyone knows the answer? Huh? Oh. And do you know that the answer for this is that the African elephant is the largest land animal today only, but it is small compared to a sauropod. A sauropod is there are many types of brontosauruses. There are 5 types. Number 1 is the sauropod, as I told. These are all dinosaurs. Number 1 is Camarasaurus. Funny name, right? It's called Camarasaurus. Funny, right? And next is Diplodocus. And next is Apatosaurus, as I told. But there's one creature bigger than Apatosaurus called the Mammichosaurus. Funny, right? Number 5 is the fastest predator. The fastest dinosaur was the ostrich cullun. The ostrich cullun was the fastest dinosaur. It runs even faster than the ostrich of today. Funny? And number 4, Mapasauruses. The large carnivores that hunt in packs. Just kidding. These are the large carnivores which seem bigger than a T-Rex. But the T-Rex can still defeat those by keep on biting the legs. So, actually, as my previous one, as 2 ones previous, as my silly question, how big was big? There's also another one which is the scariest of all, the scariest and the biggest. The Megalodon. The Megalodon was the most baddest one in the ocean. It ate whatever came in its path. Whatever. Even if a human came in its path, it will gobble it up. It will gobble anything. And And even it's very similar to another version of that called the great white shark. And now I'm just continuing with my Mapasauruses. The Mapasauruses are even bigger than a T-Rex, but T-Rex can easily defeat them by biting the belly and the legs. They can get to the heart by the belly. Then they can bite the heart and oopla, dead. And number 3. You know that the Velociraptor was the scariest dinosaur. Actually, your thing is rag. Actually, it is the Utahraptor. And the topic for this one, the top fact for this one is that the Utahraptor was bigger and scarier than a Velociraptor. The Velociraptor is a very fierce one, but the Utahraptor was bigger and scarier. And number 2, the biggest carnivore. Bite me one bite. So, the biggest carnivore is the Spinosaurus, which is way more scarier than the T-Rex. It is called the Spinosaurus because it has a huge spine on its small spines on its neck and a huge spine on its belly. Above its belly, I mean. It has 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 big mouth which can stretch as big as, even bigger than our head. Fine, very serious. And number 1, the king of the dinosaurs is the T-Rex. And the question is, why the T-Rex is the king of the dinosaurs? The T-Rex is the king of the dinosaurs because it can eat any dinosaur. Actually, this is only the queen of the dinosaur, not the king. Because the king of the dinosaurs is the megalodon, as I told. Because that was more ferocious than the T-Rex. And if a swimmable T-Rex, which is a special T-Rex which can swim, goes underwater, that time the megalodon will need only 1 bite for it, because the T-Rex is only this much small, because that megalodon is actually 14 times as long as an elephant and 3 times as high as a bus. And thank you. See you next time.